The chief correspondent is back, which means breaking news. What have you got?
Arsenal's latest cup fixture against Port Vale turned out to be more than just a routine assignment in front of their home crowd. It became a landmark night for Eberechi Eze, who finally opened his Arsenal account with a beautifully taken goal that not only set the tone for the match but also lit up the Emirates with a spark of anticipation for what is to come from the new signing. The Gunners eventually ran out comfortable winners, but all the talk at the final whistle centered on the grace, control, and composure of Eze's finish, the kind of moment that announces a player's arrival at a club of Arsenal's stature. From the outset, Arsenal dominated possession, moving the ball around with confidence and purpose, while Port Vale, cheered on by a noisy contingent of travelling supporters, tried to stay organised and compact. The League One side knew they were up against a formidable task, and they worked tirelessly to limit spaces between the lines. But Arsenal's quality was evident in every department, and it was only a matter of time before the breakthrough arrived. Midway through the first half, the crowd witnessed the moment they had been waiting for. The sequence began on the right flank, where Bukayo Saka, enjoying himself against his marker, slipped inside with a burst of pace. His pass into Gabriel Martinelli invited the Brazilian to attack the Vale defense, and Martinelli responded with the kind of directness that has made him a crowd favorite. Sprinting towards the byline, he kept his composure to glance up and spot Eze arriving late into the box. Instead of forcing a shot from a tight angle, Martinelli cut the ball back cleverly, leaving the defense flat-footed. What followed was the perfect illustration of why Arsenal invested in Eze. Timing his run to perfection, he met the pass in stride, opening up his body with calm assurance. One touch to steady himself, and then, with effortless technique, he curled the ball beyond the outstretched arm of the Vale goalkeeper. The Emirates erupted, fans leaping to their feet in unison as the ball nestled in the far corner. For Eze, it was a first goal in Arsenal colours, and the emotion poured out as he sprinted towards the corner flag, arms wide, teammates swarming him in celebration. For the supporters, it was a release of joy, a glimpse of the magic they had long associated with the midfielder during his time at Crystal Palace, now realised in red and white. The goal did more than break the deadlock. It injected confidence into Arsenal's play, with Eze now playing with greater freedom. He was everywhere, drifting between the lines, dropping deep to link up play, and pushing forward to combine with Saka and Martinelli. Every touch carried authority, and the crowd responded with an appreciative roar whenever he surged past a defender or threaded a clever ball forward. It was clear that the goal had unlocked something within him, turning a talented newcomer into a player ready to shoulder responsibility in an Arsenal shirt. Port Vale, to their credit, tried to respond. They pushed numbers forward sporadically, with a couple of half chances on the counter-attack. But Arsenal's backline, marshalled by William Saliba and Gabriel, looked assured, dealing with every long ball and cross into the box. Aaron Ramsdale, given a rare start in goal, was largely untested in the first half, although he was alert to a low drive from distance that he gathered comfortably. The gulf in class was evident, yet Vale never let their heads drop, and their fans continued to sing proudly despite the growing pressure. Before halftime, Arsenal doubled their lead with another well-crafted move. This time, Odegaard threaded a pass through the lines for Saka, who delivered a low ball across the 6-yard box. Eddie Nketiah, leading the line, reacted sharply to steer home the second goal. At 2-0, the tie was effectively settled, but Arsenal showed no signs of easing off. The rhythm of their passing was sharp, their pressing relentless, and their intent clear. They wanted to kill the game and build confidence ahead of bigger challenges to come. The second half followed a similar pattern, with Arsenal dictating play and creating chances at will. Eze remained central to everything good, orchestrating attacks and weaving patterns with Odegaard in midfield. The chemistry between them was evident, a combination of intelligence and creativity that repeatedly carved open Vale's defensive block. On another night, Eze might have had a hat-trick of assists to go with his goal, as Nketiah and Martinelli both went close after being set up by the midfielder's vision. Arsenal's third came midway through the half, courtesy of Martinelli, who got the goal his performance deserved. Cutting inside from the left, he drove at the defense before unleashing a low strike into the corner. The Emirates roared again, and by then it was all about enjoyment for the home fans. Chants of Eze's name reverberated around the stands, as supporters basked in the glow of a player beginning to blossom in front of their eyes. Port Vale did enjoy a brief spell of possession late in the game, earning a corner and nearly pulling one back when a looping header drifted just over the bar. Their fans responded with loud cheers, acknowledging the effort of their side, but the gulf in quality was impossible to bridge. Arsenal eventually added a fourth through Emile Smith Rowe, who capped off a sweeping move with a tidy finish, sealing a comprehensive win. When the final whistle sounded, Arsenal's passage into the next round was secure, but the narrative of the night belonged to one man. Eberechi Eze's first goal for the club will be remembered not just for its beauty but for what it represents, a statement that he is ready to play a central role in Arsenal's season. Mikel Arteta, speaking afterwards, praised his composure and hinted at the bigger role he envisions for the midfielder as the campaign progresses. For the fans, it was a night of promise and possibility. In a season where every contribution will matter, seeing a new signing step up with such authority brings belief that Arsenal's squad is deeper, stronger, and more capable of challenging on multiple fronts. And for Eze, this was more than just a goal against lower league opposition. It was a breakthrough moment, one that could ignite his Arsenal career and leave an indelible mark on the journey ahead.